Death in Venice is Britten's last opera. And he was actually rather ill at the time that he wrote it. He, in fact, persuaded doctors to delay heart surgery that he desperately needed, because he said, I just have to finish this piece. And he was clearly very worried that he wouldn't. So they agreed to do that, and I think the general consensus is that in fact that delay in the surgery did shorten his life. It's a very interesting piece in that sense, in that you get the impression that it's an opera about a man who for quite a lot of the piece is dying himself, and of course it very much reflects Britten's own situation at the time.
With Aschenbach, actually, I could probably play him, until I stopped singing if I wanted to, or if people asked me. No, I'm finding things again. I mean, difference is in not so much of mentality, but just differences of emphasis, trying to cut out any affectation, although on the other hand Aschenbach is slightly a man of affectation in a way, because he's an intellectual and he loves to play with words. Funnily enough, of course, in the novella there's virtually not a word of dialogue, hardly anything. It's all just in Aschenbach's head. But of course we can't do that in an opera, because that would be a very boring evening. That would be a ballet, not an opera. So we see a lot of him soliloquizing in recitative fashion. So in those recitatives there's a huge scope, actually, for playing it different ways, different emphases on words, being very particular with the text, because it's written in that way. It's written in a sort of very punctilious way, because I think he is a rather punctilious man, and as was Britten.
The music in Death in Venice is haunting. It's, as I said, it's a difficult subject matter, but he treats it with great care. And there are actually there are a number of sort of rather iconic passages of music, a lot of which keep recurring. Perhaps the most obvious is the sort of the gondola music, the sort of the gentle push of the gondola through the water, and you can tell it's through relatively calm water most of the time, because it's a very gently lilting figure. And you hear this at quite a number of times through the piece, and actually it's a beautiful melodic line as well, and it creates a very poignant opera, very, as I say, haunting. I mean, the play out at the end is absolutely devastating. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of writing of any opera I've ever come across, actually. Very, very, very laden with sort of poignancy and sadness.